Hey guys, here with another video. I wanted to present this to you guys. Some of you may have seen it, but I wanted to get some of your input on it. So basically, this is a sketch that was put out there. Don't know who really did it. It's in a different language, but when I see this, I think about kind of Bob Lazar. And you guys know that Bob Lazar says he worked at Area 51 in a division or a part called S4. And in there, he talked about seeing these 9 hangars, and each one of the hangars in there had a craft in it. And he said, of course, when he first saw it, he thought, okay, well, that's where all the UFO reports and stuff are coming from. But later, as he started working on it, he saw that it wasn't something that we can do, and they were trying to actually back engineer it. So I'll do videos about that coming up. You guys know I have several Bob Lazar archives of videos I'll be doing reviews and stuff on. But this particular image kind of reminded me of possibly his experience, or possibly what he saw there when he saw these particular craft out there flying. I think he said he saw one test flight and stuff of it, and then of course he went on a Wednesday night and saw a lot of more test flights and stuff of it. But this particular image kind of reminds me of that, and it has some specifications in there as far as length and width and stuff that I think is pretty interesting as well. And it's in a language that I don't know, but like I said, the whole layout just reminds me of S4 Area 51. This could be a sketch that somebody did for that area, I'm not sure, but it would be interesting to know the actual artist of this. Now, there may be some stuff posted out there somewhere, who knows about it, but I haven't seen anything. But I want to get you guys' input on this, because you guys been getting some pretty good feedback on these videos and stuff. And maybe it's something that Lazar saw, maybe it's something that's completely out there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and we're going to try to break these down in little sections and just try to look at it a little bit closer. Alright, so looking at this first section apart, like I said, I'm no expert on this, and this could have just been a fictitious drawing that someone just kind of made up, but you guys can see some of the writing in the upper top portion of this, and then it also has a date. It says 1995 or 1995R in the upper right hand corner. So I don't know if that was the year this was kind of drawn or sketched out, or no, I'm not sure what that actually stands for, but if you guys know, put that in the comments. But we do get some dimensions for some of these particular vehicle or craft that are in here. And what's interesting is this top one, or at least the top two. The top one does seem to be possibly rectangular in shape, and then the one on the right does seem to be more or less kind of like a jet craft. It may be a triangular shaped craft or something. And then of course on the bottom we have our typical flying saucer type sketches with those. Now those could be 3 different craft, or it could just be one craft, and they were showing that how those would fit into a hangar. But it does seem to be possibly 3 different ones, based off the fact that, you know, one has, I guess that's 12 meters in length and 3.6 meters in height. But I'm not 100% sure on that, and that's, like I said, that's why I want to present this to you guys, to get some of your input and feedback on it. And then of course that writing and stuff that's underneath the craft, I'm not sure exactly what those are, what that is, but that's pretty interesting, even if it is, because some people have talked about seeing craft and tried to guesstimate the particular length and stuff of those particular craft that they saw. So let's take a closer look at those 3 craft and see if we can try to decipher this a little bit better. Alright, so looking at those top 3 just by themselves, you guys see that there, and it does seem to be, as far as the craft on the left, and then you got the other 2, and I'm not sure what that says down there below the 2 craft on the far right. I'm not sure what that wording is at all, so you guys know what language this is. Hopefully you can translate that and put something in the comments below so that we can kind of try to figure out exactly what's going on here. And then it's got some, of course, some wording to the far left too. But this does seem to be possibly the same craft, which is what I'm actually thinking about here. But then again, if you look at the middle craft, it does seem to have its center part that is a little bit lower than the crafts on the left and right. So they could be 2 different craft. Maybe somebody was just sketching from memory or sketching from a photo that they saw. But you do see there's also little men and stuff in there too. So I guess those people, it's showing that it's 3.6 meters. So that could be interesting with that. I'm not sure. So like I said, that's why I wanted to present this to you guys. I'm not trying to sound uncertain about this, but I don't want to guess either and say I'm an expert, I know what it is. But put your comments down below what you think about that. And then let's take a look at this next one. All right, and this next one kind of piques my interest only because of the craft on the far right that looks like a little jet. It could be several things, but it does look like it's triangular in shape. But I'm just curious of the shape of that particular craft and what that looks like. That does look like something that we would create, something from Buck Rogers or Star Wars. And then the one on the left, you can't really see it too much. That could be a triangular shaped object, or it could be something else. But you guys see that little door and stuff that's on there. It's got a little bridge on the far left that kind of leads up to the top. So that's pretty interesting too. And of course, we get the links and the widths of that as well, which is pretty interesting with that. And then on this other image here, you have one of the craft which is actually shown sitting down. Then also they turn it up on its side, which I hate to say this, it does remind me of a craft that Bob Lazar said. He said when he was there, he did see a craft tilted up on its side, but it looked like they shot a projectile and something in it. And that's why I said this kind of reminds me of his experience at S4. Possibly couldn't be that, but there's a good assumption that it probably is. So you guys put your comments down below about that. This does seem to be a little bit larger than the first three crafts that we saw together. I guess when they set it up on its side, it's about 15 meters in height there, which is very interesting. So somebody actually saw something and had to sketch this out, new information about this. So and then there you guys go again with this here. I'm just so curious of what some of this information says at the very top of it. I would love to know what language this is in. I've tried to, I guess, Google search some of this stuff, but it's kind of hard to look this up. And trying to find some information, everybody's kind of got their theories and stuff for it. But I am curious of just some of the writing and stuff on here and just how some of this is just laid out. It does look like it's kind of laid out in some sort of garage or something, or maybe it's embedded in the side of a mountain somewhere. I don't know. Or maybe it possibly could be even underground. We've talked about DUNS before, defense underground military bases, and I'm going to have some videos of that coming up real soon that talks about that as well. But all in all, I thought this was very, very, very interesting and something I wanted to bring to the channel and present to you guys to try to get some of your feedback on it. So you guys put your comments down below. Kind of make sure you don't be respectful of everyone else's comments. Not everyone's going to agree upon everything, but I think that this is getting us closer to some of the disclosure and stuff that we're actually looking for, because now we're getting more documents, we're getting more information, and more is getting fed out. So I think this is going to be very interesting. It looks like it's a little bust there too, but we'll break this down a little bit more, possibly another video if we can kind of decipher some of this language. So as always, guys, don't forget to like, comment down below, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching.